Hello guys, I want to make a little bit of video concerning this Chelsea um, situation. I'm talking about the Premiership, Chelsea going out of Champions League, and everything being that Chelsea is out for this season, for no European football. I wouldn't blame anybody than two guys. I don't blame the players. They are doing what they can, and they're doing what their ability can offer them. First of all, I'll talk about Todd Boehly. Todd Boehly is a new Chelsea. Todd Boehly and his group, let me put it that way, came to buy Chelsea. Blah blah blah. Everything was all right the way they thought it was. But the truth is, Todd Boehly doesn't really know anything about football. Because if he does, we would have been able to see the results. Though we know there might still be a long-term result eventually, but it is basically showing that the American doesn't really know anything about soccer. Let me put it that way. He might know about rugby or American football or whatever. He might, but he doesn't really know about soccer, the Premiership, and everything that goes on in Europe in concern to real football. You came to a club, you bought a club, and you spent a lot of money on players, and you bought players over 600 million, and they all just average in the sense that there are individual talents, but it didn't even make any impact. I could remember the squad or the team that won the Champions League for Chelsea. I don't know if they were even up to 300 million, and their effort and their strength surpassed that of 600 million. It's a monumental crap, an embarrassing situation. And the second culprit here is Graham Potter. I will say it. I will say it live on air. Potter is no coach at all. He might be a British accredited coach, but I don't see him knowing anything about what he's doing up there. Yeah, and he's just in his own career. I don't see if he's gonna win any silverware at all. He came to Chelsea, messed everything up. He doesn't even know who to put there. He doesn't even know what he needs. He killed the Champions League dream because I'm not blaming Lampard. People might talk about racism and all that. That is not my issue. But he killed the game. He killed the Champions League spot because he went there. This Enzo Fernandez and all that. He removed Aubameyang and for Fafona, who are meant to be your forwards and your main strikers. If you are going to Champions League and you don't have prolific strikers, no matter what happens, Aubameyang is better off than Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is just a false striker. He's not a false. He's a false nine. And look at how many games he has played. How many goals did he score? He's just eventually good in scoring some important goals, but that doesn't make him a prolific striker. You saw the caliber of Aubameyang. You saw the caliber of goals he's been scoring for Arsenal, Dortmund, and Barcelona. He came to your club. You just sat him down. In as much as you are not the one that bought him, you should have known the capability of this guy, and you kept him on the bench, and he's becoming rusty. Oh, you guys are really killing. You are killing Chelsea. Chelsea is now being seen on the platform of an average team, which we all know that Chelsea is one of the teams you can make mention of when you are talking of European football. Well, I believe next season they just have to sit tight, see if they can get back their foot and go up to the ladder of knowing that the other season Probably they might climb and get to a point whereby they will be able to go to Champions League the other second season. But this season they are battling relegation, and if they can't win the fight for relegation, definitely they are out, and they are gonna be playing championship, which is a big disgrace for a club which is being bought by an owner who should be able to know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. You are even going to employ a coach based on an interim coach based on the recommendation of a comedian. Oh, come on. Chelsea. It's just painful. But all the same, I don't know. He has to really make real transfer buys this coming transfer market and get someone like they've been talking about Osimhen, and I believe he has what he got to do. He has what he can offer. So if they can buy him and look at another option to back up, let them buy two good strikers so that when one is said to be weak or having a problem, whatever, this is the problem we have in Chelsea. Look at Man City, look at some clubs like Real Madrid. They have substitutes that are equally as good as the one that is being subbed for the other. I'm just saying some things that are reality here. I'm just not doing rocket science here. I'm just saying things that are reality. Todd Boehly doesn't really know anything about European football. All he knows is all about his American whatever that he's doing over there. You keep spending money. You don't really know who you are buying. You don't really make researches. The ones that you met at the club that has the experience of getting you the best and be able to read and sort out for good people out there and have connections to get real players and not just average overhyped players. You sacked everyone based on your own mentality or your own orientation or whosoever that is feeding you crap. Now the Chelsea fan base is they are not just happy. Everyone is just not happy. Even the way I see it, Chelsea is just battling for relegation now, because if they can't win their next 2-3 games to add up points, they are there on the red line. They're there on the red line. But well, we don't know. It's still football. We don't know what can happen. Let them just sit tight and get their spots along the log, and hopefully they pass out of this season without being relegated. And maybe next season they hunt for the Premiership top 4. Let's just say top 4, because nobody's talking about them winning anything EPL for now. I'm a Chelsea fan. I love Chelsea, and I can back down. But the only thing is, I just have to say the truth the way it is. I'm not a Chelsea fan who will see the truth and say no because I'm a fanatical being. Then I won't be able to say the truth. No. Football is a game. It should be what we watch and not make wars or become prejudiced about it. So the truth is that Boehly and his group or his team should look for a way to consult good people or good hands to handle that Chelsea. We still have good players. Most of those players are not bad players. Conte is always a world class. Joe Felix is always a world class. I can't even write away Raheem Sterling too. He's not too bad anyway, even though he makes a lot of mistakes. I don't look at Rhys James. Look at Chaloba. There are lots of them with talents there. All they need is a finisher. What really killed Chelsea is that they have people who are just within the range of midfielders and defenders and left wingers. There was no typical 9. If not, Chelsea would have been in a better position and a better place. because there was no finisher. Kai Havertz was just running around the field every time the game is on like a headless chicken. He can be given 10,000 chances and he can only make one out of it. That is not a prolific striker. And what the secret is, if opponents watch your game and they notice all these flaws, definitely you are nothing to them. No matter what the name or what kind of record you think you have by the past, it's not going to help you. Each team comes and win, even in Stamford Bridge. Stamford Bridge is just like a chicken bridge now. Not even Stamford Bridge. It's just where people come and bash them, beat the shit out of us, and say bye-bye and take the 3 points. We can't even win the so-called small clubs. But you can't even win those clubs. What are you going to Champions League to do? You have no striker that has the charisma and the strength like Didier Drogba or Diego Costa and Anenka of those days, and even midfielders apart from Golo Conte and few others that can be like Essien, Ashley Cole, Mikel Obi and all those stuff. We don't have people that can create chances, assist passes like Cesc Fabregas and Deco, and people that can be forwards like Eto that has once played for us before, and the likes Michael Ballack, John Terry at the back, and call it people like Lampard himself. Our keepers are good. It's not as if they're not good, but I still prefer Mendy. Yeah. Mendy is better than this guy keeping for some time now. There are some goals that came as a result of the fact that it wasn't Mendy that was there. Well, that's all I can say based on that particular point. We need results, we need changes, we need understanding, we need real people to coach Chelsea. And for them going out these days now to look for a coach, they should be able to look for a very reasonable coach. A coach that is not just a coach that has the impact, that will have the fear of the players. They can be able to see him at the touchline and know that we are here to do something. Not a coach that is just there like a window dressing. We need such a kind of coach. People like Mourinho, even if he's packing the bus, let him be packing the bus and let us be able to win something. He came to Chelsea always winning. People like Tuchel that was sent away. Look at where we were before he was gone. He won Champions League for us. Yet, where are we today? Bottom league. Going back down was almost to be saying hello relegation, which I don't know if we are out of it. It's 50-50 now for us. The truth is, I will say it. The truth is that we need a change. Trying times are desperate, unarmed. They chase you to ghost towns. Let them not chase Chelsea FC to ghost towns. Chelsea is a good club. It's a very solid club. No, despite the fact that it hasn't been for years, like Manchester United that has been there since 18-something. People like Arsenal, club like Arsenal and the likes, Liverpool. Chelsea is 1905, and look at what they have gone through and what they have won so far. There is no trophy that they have not. The only trophy left for Chelsea now is this Conference League trophy. They have touched every trophy, and they were not touching all these trophies with this kind of players that we have that doesn't really know what they are on the field for. Some are even holding their hair like this Cucurella, which I don't know if he's there to fancy himself like Michael Jackson, late Michael Jackson. With all due respect, I don't even know what he's there for. People should know what they are there for, to play for the club. Understand that fans are paying money to come and watch them. Fans are wearing their t-shirt, believing in them. Fans are there to see them like legends. People like Lampard, Terry, John Terry, Mikel Obi, Michael Ballack, Essien, Carvalho, Didier Drogba, Anenka, Hazenblanc, There are lots of, if I keep calling names, there are lots of players that I know that if this one is not a forward, this one should be a midfielder, this one is 7, this one is holding at 3, 4, 5, and 6. They can hold at the back, defend well, and press and attack. When these are not included in the team, we are just there for nothing. I just hope this new season they can be able to make something or some impact, and they can even be able to survive relegation. That's just our prayers. Todd Boehly should be able to sit down and know what he's doing. You are making business, but there are other things involved. There are fans and there are lots of people involved in this. You just don't talk about business going to buy a club without checking all this. You came with your own crew, which are not really climatizing or even know anything about the field they are going into. You should have left some of these staffs, even Peter Cech that you sacked and all that people who are there with all experience and everything. You sack everybody, and this is the result. Where are we from top 4 to the bottom league? Is that the gain? What will you gain when your club is relegated? Do you think you have quality players? Do you think players will even stay? You'll be playing with crap. Now look for a reasonable coach. People like Ancelotti, people like Zidane, people like Jose Mourinho, or even the Tuchel that is there before. And there are lots of good coaches you can sort out for. Not clowns, not people that are just wearing the suit and standing at the touchline, just there like signboard on window dressing, and they have no impact. I don't even know if they know how to do their formation. There is no suitable, reasonable formation. They don't even know who is good for this wing, who is good for this left wing, who is good for the right wing, who is good for midfield or back of the back line. I don't even know. They don't even know the choice of goalkeeper to use at some particular point. This is the work of a coach, not just being a coach for nothing on paper. I'm not laying more blames on Lampard, because he's just coming for the second time and he's using what he has. When he went to Champions League, the names are already being given. There was no Aubameyang who could give us goals, or the Fofana was not going to be used. It has been there by the crap Potter that just left the seat and did rubbish. That kind of a coach can never win anything. So he used what he has to appear at the Champions League, and that's the result. You can't win Real Madrid, who is at their form, and they know what they're doing, and they have a super coach who knows everything about experience in coaching and managing. As a managing hand, being a good manager. So all I can say is peace to you all, and we hope to bounce back. And I believe peace, and I believe everyone should be seeing us next season, and let's hope for the best. Cheers.